Hello and welcome to another round of Driven by Speed. We've gone back to the Middle East and we are now going to be racing tonight at Abu Dhabi for round 13 of 23 here in the Driven by Speed Formula One series. This track costs about $1.3 billion to construct. It was constructed back in 2009 to host the very first Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in Formula One and has been the home of that ever since in the present. This track, this game has the original layout. It's the 5.5 kilometer circuit with 21 corners, but still with the same two DRS zones. One at the end of turn 7 leading down towards turn 8, and at the exit of turn 9 leading to the uphill parts of turns 9. I'm trying to get the corners correct. No, I'm sorry. Turns 11, 12, and 13. So, yeah, qualifying underway here. The 18 minutes of qualifying now commences. We will go over the standings for the we will go over the standings for the series in just a little bit. But first, we'll go over the race reports, and there's only one race report that we have from last week in Mexico. There was an incident between JJ and Prezzo, from where there was a moment where JJ apparently overtook Prezzo under the safety car. And as a result, Jay was resulted in giving a 5-second time penalty and a penalty point for the illegal overtake, and added that to another penalty point for not supplying footage. So that's actually 2 penalty points. But other than that, the results were unchanged. So we got 17 drivers on the grid tonight, as you can see. Curving Texas, who was last week's race winner in Mexico, will not be participating, unfortunately. Iconic Hugh has one more race ban that he has to serve, so this will be his last time. And then following that, Butler, who hasn't been racing for a while, again will not be participating tonight. Banana Cake Pie will not be racing as well. He's still recovering from the broken arm that he had last week or 2 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's the only drivers that you're missing for tonight. Lunacy, as you can see on the timing screen, is the only reserve driver that is racing for tonight. He is in the Alfa Romeo, replacing Iconic Q for tonight. No other reserves are in here for tonight other than just him. But that's the whole story there. So we already got a few drivers out and about. Lucky Rex just starting his first flying lap. He's the first one to start the flying lap. He usually is the first one that seems to come out pretty much most of the time. Making his way down towards the long back straight. I'm not a big fan of this circuit, though, if I'm completely honest. The main reason is just because this track doesn't really, well, to me, it's not really, how do I say, not really a big character building sort of racetrack. There's just nothing that really intrigues me about it. Maybe the only thing that intrigues me is like the hotel complex at the 3rd sector, but that's really pretty much about it. There's not really significant moments that you see in Abu Dhabi, apart from maybe a couple I have in mind, like 2010, where Sebastian Vettel became the youngest driver to win a Formula One World Championship. 2014, when pretty much was the beginning of Lewis Hamilton dominating the turbo hybrid era in Formula. Oh, Bucky spinning it into the barrier he goes, and he is officially out of qualifying. So he'll have to start from the very back of the grid because of that. So here comes his teammate there. He'll set the benchmark there. There's his stricken car there at the end of the hotel complex. He used a lot of that outside curb there. which unfortunately led him to spinning. Down the racer crosses the line, sets the benchmark of a 1 minute 39 flat to begin qualifying. And Blocky pretty much just having a little bit of a laugh there in the Discord. Also, Botta decided to do a little bit of a multi tonight. He's playing a Ferrari to have a podium, a double trouble for the pretty much both Breslin brothers to finish in the top 10, and a reserve to get pole position, which is Lunacy, being the only reserve driver out and about. As we got more times on the board coming on, Tim Ants, one of the championship protagonists, currently on pole position right now with a 1 minute 36 flat. Vision a 36.8, Jay a 37.8, and then Dan the Racer 39 flat, and then Conehouse with a 57.2. That's absolutely unit. Wow, goes even. Actually, I was gonna say even quicker, but he just said his first lap. That was the 36.3 on medium compound tires. That's actually a pretty solid lap, nonetheless. But yeah, in the virtual sense of things, though, around Abu Dhabi, it's not a bad track in terms of qualifying, but in terms of the racing, I just don't really care about it because it's just full dirt. And Lunacy's out. He's crashed out at turn 3. Let's see. Follow one of the Red Bulls. Botta coming around that corner as well. Oh, and he's spinning as well. Backwards, but at least he kept the car under control. But yeah, Lunacy crashed about that area here was where his car was, and apparently he's purple in the first sector after doing a nice pirouette. But yeah, in the virtual sense of things, I don't mind it, but I just don't really care about it. It's just nothing really intrigues me about it. But also, in the real life sense of things, this track will be redeveloped. Basically, they are taking away those chicanes, which is turns 4 and 5, and basically just making it straight into the hair and have the cars go into the hairpin. And then the corner that Botta's coming up to now, 11, 12, and 13, that is just going to be a hairpin, a left-handed hairpin. So they're going to get rid of this uphill, left, right, left sort of chicane. So that will be officially gone. And I'm actually glad they'll get rid of that because I do not like that part of the circuit. Let's see, who can we follow? Cantu Craft, you're about to start a lap. We'll ride along with you. You'll be giving us a guided tour of this 5.5 kilometer circuit here in the Yas Island of Abu Dhabi. So coming down the main straight, 7th gear up towards turn 1, braking just past 100 meters, 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear, keeping it 6 gently, 7th gear, flats through there. Sometimes that corner will get the drivers off guard, as we saw earlier, through the chicanes of 4 and 5, and now into turn 6. 2nd gear through the hairpin, and there's Vision gonna give him a little bit of a tow. Very nicely done as the speedo climbs a little bit up towards the 200 miles an hour, or about 320 kilometers an hour, braking just at the chicane area there of 8 and 9, and he's at the kink of 10, opens the DRS again for the 2nd time, down the back straight, and up towards turns 11 and 12. Use the outside curve there to give the bit of a wide entry. 2nd gear, 3rd gear, I usually take a 3rd through there normally. 3rd gear, a little bit shaky there on the exit. 3rd gear through 14, now through the harbor, and now onto the hotel complex. 15, 16, and then braking hard into 17. 2nd gear, 3rd gear, keeping it 3rd underneath the bridge, and into turn 18. Ooh, a little bit slide there. 5th gear, 6th gear, down to 4th at the penultimate corner, and then down to 4th again to the fall corner, but he also spins around, but he will try across the line. And does a 1 minute 40.3, even though that was not really a representative time, I don't think. Also, if you may notice too, my voice is a little bit raspy. If you do pay attention to that, so I do apologize. It was because I was in an NFL game earlier today, so that's why I'm sounding like this today. Let's see here. And Bonnet's crashed out as well at the same area Blocky did earlier. At the end of the hotel complex. Let's see, where is the car? Yeah, literally the same area. Literally the same area. He must have hit the curb and then just spun the car around. Very unfortunate for him. He is out of qualifying. Chich is not on the lap. JJ not on a flying lap. That's correct. What about Shu? Oh, look at that. And a lonesome soft compound tire just there in the middle of the track. That's nice to see. That's correct. About to cross the line. Can he improve? He does by 7/10 and goes up to 6 with a 1 minute 36.9. Let's see, Lane, you're on a lap. No, you're not actually. You're slowing down. You're not really going that fast. There. Tim is up by 3.5 tenths through the middle sector, so this lap is looking a little bit more quicker. Underneath the hotel complex. We're using the outside curb, but keeps the car steady at least. Through the penultimate turns of turn 20 and now into 21. Up to the line, and it is a 1 minute 35.3. A very, very solid lap from Tim. He's found 7/10 as well as Orphan Drop also, guess while I was paying attention to the others, went up to second with a 1 minute 36.3. Who has got 2 podiums to his name right now. He got one last week in Mexico, and also has one in China that he got a couple of weeks, what was it, a couple of weeks ago? And that is down the race, so that is spun around, I think. Or he's just letting cars through at the beginning part of the hotel complex. Let's see, Chich. Nope, coming into the pits. Never mind that. I thought he was on a lap. Some of the drivers have done 3 laps on the same compound tire. That's a bit interesting. Vision beginning his lap, and same with Orphan Drop. He will begin his first final lap. Another thing too I've noticed, and this is something that I forgot to mention. For some weird reason in this game, they don't have the start-finish line at this circuit, or the first DRS zone line at the back straight. I don't know why, but I guess that's what it is. Like, see, like right when Jack comes up to here, there should be a line there, but there isn't. So I don't know why there isn't there, but I guess it is what it is. And that is an Alpine going slowly. I think that was Fels going slowly there. Jack coming up towards the second DRS zone, opens the DRS, and on to the second back straight. What does the middle sector say? He is up by 4/10 of a second. So this lap's looking to be in the 35s that he can manage. Solid lap. To the hotel complex, hard on the brakes, 3rd gear, up to 4th, back down to 3rd, underneath the hotel bridge, kept the car actually pretty steady, to the penultimate turn, down to 4th, up to 5th, 6th, 7th, down to 4th gear, overruns wide, crosses the line, and it is a 35.7. I think he lost probably a couple of tenths going through that final quarter. But he's got a little bit more time to find. He'll have enough time to get back into the pits and should change into a final set of soft compound tire. As JJ will begin his lap. we are. Let's see, who is currently on the lap right now? Kind of validated, but is he gonna go again? Nope, just go straight to the pits. Wise decision there. Let's see, can't do crap. Currently he's saying 15th, but I think he can go quicker than that. And there's still that soft compound tire sitting in the middle of the road there. Because why not? We'll ride along with the Ferrari driver and see if he can make some sort of improvement. Through turn 1. Up through... Oh, there's his teammate there coming out of the pits. And up to turn 4 and 5, the chicanes. After getting past turns 2 and 3. Before I saw the other Ferrari. Through the hairpin. And onto the back straight, opening the DRS. I'll make sure to change that telemetry as well to kilometers an hour as well. forgot I changed that for another league a while back. I always forget to change that sort of sense, but anywho. Opens the DRS again, down the other back straight. What does the middle sector say for Can't You Crap? He is down by half a tenth, but apparently purple through the middle sector. Through the harbor and now onto the hotel complex. Break into third gear there. Yellow flags. That is a Alfa Romeo Reedy that is spun at turn 3. Another driver being claimed by turn 3 around here. But he keeps the car going from the way it looks, I think. Through the final corner, Can't You Crap crosses the line and is a 36.4 for the Ferrari driver. Puts him into the top 5. There's a lot of drivers now coming out for their final laps. And that is Dan the Racer slowing down, just to give a little bit of space. Lane Abraham about to start his final flying lap in the Williams. Making his way through the first sector, currently sitting in 9th place with a 1:37.1, and that is Dan the Racer crashing. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry, retiring into the pit lane. Around the hairpin and down the back straight with the DRS about to be wide open. And that is a Mercedes of Big Chich that has spun around at turn 3 as well. He actually got into the infield part of it. Well, not the infield. It's more the rallycross sort of portion of this track. And that is really going slowly. I'm guessing he's out of fuel. But anywho, Lane is up by 2/10 in the middle sector. There's the Ferrari there. I think Can't You Crap getting out of the way. Around the sweeping right-handers and into the hotel complex. Oh, but runs a little bit too wide. Hits the curves there. And as out of qualifying, his session is done. Through the penultimate turns, can Lane find any sort of time? Through the final turn, about to cross the line, and as a 1:36.4. That is good enough for 4th place at the moment. And that is the Williams of Orphan drop. Unfortunately, he will not be able to prove his time as he is spun around, so he's out of qualifying. Alex Crook goes to 3rd with a 1:35.9. That puts him 3rd quickest in the session. How about Big Chits? He's way down. He's not going to improve. But the next car to come across will be Tim. He's currently on provisional pole. He's down by 2/10, and he's validated, and spinning into the barrier he goes. Going too much there on the outside curb, and unfortunately has lost his front, waiting for good measure. A Red Bull about to cross the line. That is Conehouse. Can he prove his time? Of course he does. 1:36.4 puts him 6th place. JJ next to cross the line from McLaren. 1 minute 37.2 for the McLaren driver. And another mistake is coming. That is Prezzo. Crosses the line, 5th quickest. 1 minute 36.3. Absolute decides he'll not do his lap and will start 4th. He'll start on the medium compound tire for the race. False crosses the line. It's only 11th quickest for him. And Tim Ant goes to pole position. I think for the 2nd time he's gotten to pole position. I think his first one came at China, so only separate by 4. No, I'm sorry. I'm doing my master run, I think. It's only about 3.5 tenths, I think it is. I don't know, my math is a bit off today, I think. Yeah, 3.5 tenths. Yeah, no, I was right. But there you go. Qualifying officially over. With Tim on pole position. Let's see what flag he's representing. Ah, you're representing Peru this weekend. Lovely. Alright, so Tim Ant on pole position. Orphan dropping 2nd. Oz Crook in 3rd. Absolutely, we'll start on the medium compound tires in 4th. Prezzo in 5th. Elaine Everham 6th. Conal 7th. Katie Crap at 8th. Lucy 9th. Vision 10th. And Lucy will start on the medium compound as well in the top 10. False Equation is representing Cyprus in 11th. JJ in 12th. Chich in 13th. Reed in 14th. Dan the Racer 15th. Botta in 16th. And Blocky rounds off the 17 cars on the grid. So yeah, the standings, we'll go over that real fast. Absolutely leading the championship right now by 62 points over Tim Ant with 263 points. Tim Ant with 201. Cantor Crap in 3rd with 164. Curving in 4th, 161. BCP in 5th, 158. Big Chich in 6th with 157. Blocky Rex in 7th with 125. Bottom in 8th with 122. Lane Everham in 9th with 119. Iconic Hugh rounds off the top 10 with 109 points. Dan the Racer in 11th with 97. False Equation with 93 in 12th. Konas in 13th with 79. Vision in 14th with 75. Orphan drop in 15th with 71. And Butler rounds off 16th with 64. Oz Quick in 17th with 61. Stonetail in 18th with 47. The Alfa Romeo driver Reedy with 21 points in 19th place. JJ rounds off the rest with 7. Constructor standings, Aston Martin is leading by 3 points over Alpine with 359 points. Alpine with 356. So it's pretty much a 2-horse race between Alpine and Aston Martin. The Haas team are in 3rd with 250. Ferrari in 4th with 239. Red Bull in 5th with 225. McLaren in 6th with 207. Mercedes with 204. Williams in 8th with 190. AlphaTauri in 9th with 125. And Alfa Romeo rounds off the top 10. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of quick change in case if I do get the telemetry up in the race. What was it again? Was it this one? No. I'm trying to remember. I think it's on screen display. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's just a case if I use the telemetry for some reason in the race. So let's see what everyone's on in terms of tire. As I mentioned, the top 10 on soft compound tires, apart from Absolute Unit and Ludacy. Behind them, Foles is starting on the soft tires, so he's going to go aggressive on the start. And then the rest behind, JJ, Chich, Reedy, Dan the Race, Blocky, and Bodod. Well, I got their order a little bit mixed there from the last two. But they are starting on the medium compound tire. So we will have 28 laps to cover here around Abu Dhabi. It is most likely going to be a 2-stop strategy. Actually, we'll get rid of the telemetry. We won't need that for a little bit. And we'll get rid of that as well, the tire graphic, just because it takes about 1/3 of my screen, and I don't really like that. But I have an idea of what everyone's on in terms of tires. Now we just wait for the cars to come around the final few corners and get onto their grid slots, and we will begin the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here in Yas Marina Circuit. Like I said, course also one of the most expensive tracks on the F1 calendar. The circuit costs about $1.3 billion to make. 1.3. Quite a bit of money. And onto the grid slots there. Blocky will be the last car to come onto the grid. And we will wait for the lights to come here in Abu Dhabi. Here we go. We've got 28 laps to cover here in Abu Dhabi. It's lights out, and away we go. And a decent start there from Tim Head. He pulls away off the line, though. Overdrop trying to cover off Absolute Unit as they make their way through the first corner. Tim Head slowly getting through relatively easily. He's well clear of Jack by a second after 3 turns. And some action going on at the back here and towards the midfield as one of the Ferraris going down the inside of Prezzo. That's Vision around the outside into turn 5 into the hairpin. Comes the Ferrari. Can he make the move around the inside, the wheel to wheel? I think he might be clear of just yet. Nope, they're still side by side as they go down the back straight towards turn number 8. Or turn number 7, I should say. Or no, turn 8. And up towards the chicane, here we go. Tim is starting to pull away just drastically by 1 point. It was 1.1 seconds. Now it's 1 second. Lost a fair amount of time, but Prezzo's lost a couple of positions there. Down towards 11th place as they now make their way towards turns 11, 12, and 13. Up through the area there. Oh, Kodas losing a little bit of the back end of the car. But they all get through relatively unscathed. Yeah, an abysmal start from Jack, though. Losing a lot of time, and that is a slow Alfa Romeo, I think. Really, that has caused a little bit of yellow flags there in the back. As now we go through the final couple of corners to end lap 1 of 28. And it is Tim Ant leading the way by 1 second exactly. Well, now 1.1 second. Followed by us and Bottas. Oh no, Canty Crab, he's lost his front wing. Oh, that is a shame for Canty Crab. He's going to have to come into the pits. And someone else got damaged as well. That's Chich. He picked up some damage as well. So not a great start for both the Ferrari and Ferrari and Mercedes drivers, I should say. As Prezzo has crashed out at turn 3. There's his car there. And will that be a safety car coming out? I think the answer might be no, because there is no indication of a safety car coming. Here comes Absolute Unit, trying to come around the inside into the braking zone there. Gets by the Alpha Tower and Honest Crook up to 3rd place. Yeah, so no safety car from the way it looks. We stay green. Tim is starting to pull away. 1.5 seconds now between the Williams and the Aston Martin as they make their way up through turns 11, 12, and 13. And there is lunacy on the back of the Ferrari of Vision as they make their way towards the hotel complex. And down through the gears. Oh, but Vision runs very wide there. He had to go very wide. Loses a significant amount of time. He's lost a lot of time there to Conehouse, and Lucy on the back of the Ferrari still. Tim sets a new fastest lap of 1 minute 39. I think that was a 39.5. I think that was. Oh, his curve runs wide there at turn 1, and here comes Lane. DRS is now enabled. For 8 cars that are behind the car in front of them, they have to be behind them by 1 second in order for that rear wing to open. And that's what Absolute Unit's going to have here as they make their way through the hairpin. Jack is starting to struggle, I think, on those tires there. He does not seem like he's having a good time. As he opens the DRS, the Alpine, making their way to the braking zone of turn 8. We come. Is he close enough? No, he's not quite close enough to make a move there. But he might have a go again as they make their way to the back straight. He'll have the DRS again. He uses his battery. He's used up quite a bit of it as well. I can see from the steering wheel. As he now tries to go around the outside of the Williams. Can he make the move? Oh, he's tight, but he's got it. He's made it through into second place. A nice move there. Clean move there from the Alpine. Ahead of the Williams. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Absolute Unit does. As Lunacy and Vision going side by side through the hotel complex. Lunacy tries, oh, he tried to go for a switchback, but he can't. Vision just blocks him off as they now go through the penultimate turn, 20. As Vision, oh, he's crashed out, he spun! And that is him into the barrier. He's into the grass, but is that going to result in any sort of safety car? No, I don't think so. Those two nearly got close, Radiant and Vision, but Vision has to come into the pits. That corner there, that turn 20, if you run wide at that area, it is very easy to lose the car. I've done that a few times, and that is Blocky, who has spun at turn 3. A lot of drivers struggling around that corner of turn 3, and that is Chich as well. He's lost his front wing going into turn 20, the same area that Vision crashed earlier. So he's got a completely shattered front wing. We'll have to get that replaced. And these two are not quite over just yet in terms of battling. Jack is on the back of Absolute Unit. He's got DRS, but he's not close enough to make any sort of move on the Alpine. Yeah, I think Jack might be he might be struggling a little bit. It is very easy to wear the tires out very quickly if you can't manage them around Abu Dhabi. But yeah, I was going to say it'd be interesting to see too what Absolute Unit will pull off, whether it be a one stop and go for medium hards, or if he goes for a two stop, go medium soft, or a soft or medium soft, but we'll see. And that is JJ. He is spun around at turn number 17, right before the hotel. Yeah, a lot of drivers spinning around here in Abu Dhabi, it seems. The Absolute start, he's pulled away from Jack quite significantly as Konehouse has gone past Lane Everingham for 5th place. But Lane won't get the DRS, but so will Konehouse as they are closing in on the back of that Alpha Tauri of Honest Crook. And he might be a sitting duck as well as they go down the back straight with the rear wing open. Here he comes. What gain? Yep, Honest Crook's out of battery. What kind of move he will make? He'll try to go around the outside. He can't. He can't make the move stick. Honest Crook hits the curb, but Konehouse gets a very bad exit there out of turn 8. Now down the back straight again. I think he might have an easier opportunity this time as they now try to go around the outside this time, and he gets him even before the braking zone. Yes, he does. And he's ahead of him into 4th place. Lane sticking on the back there, just trying to be a little bit more conservative. Absolute, though, has lost a little bit more time, though. He was at 1.7 seconds beforehand. Now it's down to 2.5 seconds between him and Tim Ant. As they now make their way underneath the hotel complex and onto turn number 20. Oh, Konehouse, a little bit squirrely there as, I thought, I don't know what Honest Crook was doing there for a brief moment, but, you know, he's coming in the pits. I thought he was trying to fight him off for a brief moment, but no, he wasn't. So he's going to try to go for an undercut on these two. And there is Lunacy. He is looming large on the back of that Williams. They now make their way to around turn 3 and onto the chicane of 4 and 5. What will Lunacy do around here? Around the hairpin. He doesn't seem to find anything at the moment, but he will get the DRS. Lane does not have DRS, so he's a sitting duck for the Alfa Romeo, and here he comes. And easy as you like, you'll try to get him on the inside. Oh, maybe not that easy, but he does get through. Lucy now up into 5th place. And now we'll try to hunt down the Red Bull of Conehouse. A 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. That's a bit interesting. Now there you go. Lucy still on the back of the... Oh! Wait, oh, she... I thought that Lucy was going to run into the back of the Williams there for a brief moment. I was on my laptop there just for a brief moment when I was off camera. I didn't get to see the move there, but Blocky, meanwhile, has gone past JJ for 11th place underneath the hotel complex. So Tim's still out and about, still on the self-compound tire. I wonder what his strategy will be. I'm sure he'll be gunning for the 2-stop as well, perhaps. It is mostly the preferred strategy is to do the 2-stop rather than a 1-stop. The hard tires here are just shocking around here. Lucy still on the back of Lane as JJ's come into the pits. What will the Alpha Romeo driver do? He's not using any sort of battery, and he's not close enough to do anything on the Williams. However, it does get a bit of a interesting entry there into the corner, but he will get DRS again, and he's much closer now to Lane with the DRS. Uses a bit of battery. He's just not close enough. I think this is just Lucy being very conservative. I know how he is in terms of just driving in general. He is a very conservative driver. He doesn't like to be very aggressive, but he does know when to make the right move as possible. Yeah, he's just trying to think smarter. Oh, a little bit squirrely there. As Lane runs very wide there at underneath the bridge. And now make their way up towards turn 20. As Jack has now come into the pits. Let's see what tire he puts on for his first pit stop. I'm sure this is going to be the mediums. And yep, there you go, medium tire. So he is obviously committed to the 2-stop. Is it going? Yep, there you go. Yeah, get that little bit of lag. So I think he should be able to come out behind Blocky, or maybe behind Honest Crook. We will see. Yeah, he's ahead of Honest Crook, so he's just behind Blocky. So this will try to be an undercut attempt, perhaps, on Absolute Unit, but we'll see how it pans out for him. Meanwhile, Lunacy gets ahead of Lane Everingham and into the, well, even before the braking zone, gets up into 4th place. Of course, those medium runners will stay out for quite some time, but we'll have to see how this strategy will pan out. Lane coming back, though. He's coming back large against the Alfa Romeo, and he gets past him before the braking zone as well of turn 11. And moves himself back into 4th place. Nice solid move indeed from the Williams driver. Well, meanwhile, not doing a too bad of a race start from the back. He's right now currently in 7th place, and there's a yellow flag there for, it looks like, a Ferrari. That is Vision, who might have spun around at turn number 9. Perhaps losing the back of the car. Lane has, oh, he's lost his front wing. He spun into the wall at the exit of turn 20. He must have run wide, and now he has to come into the pits for a new front wing. Conehouse is in. I'm not sure if that was scheduled or if he had some sort of contact with Lane. But anyway, Lane is coming in to his pit box. And it's a set, oh, it's a set of hards. Interesting. So he's going for the 1-stop. Yeah, there you go, new nose for the car, new wing change. been out for quite some time on those soft tires, but he's doing a fairly decent job in terms of managing those soft tires. I thought he'd be in the pit so long with Jack in some point of the pit window. No, he's just doing a fairly decent job. All right, now on the back. Oh, that's a bit of a squirrely exit there, Bodod. Right out on the back of False with the DRS, but will he get close enough? No, he's not. Not close enough to get past the Alpine. Just has to stay back just a little bit longer. Leaders right now separate by 1.9 seconds, but further back, Lunacy is about 13 seconds behind down the road. Tim has now come into the pits. So absolutely, obviously staying out. I think you might have to pray for a safety car to come out. What's the tire going to be? It's his medium compound tire for the Aston Martin. Now, where is Jack in all this? He is behind Blocky. And that's not going to help him, really, because he's a bit compromised by staying behind the Haas. To gain sort of gain of ground on Tim, as Lane has retired and he's crashed out, and we've got a safety car that has now been deployed. He has crashed out at turn number 16. Or turn 15, I should say. Losing the car there. Must have hit the barrier, the inside barrier. Right, so now what does the medium runners do here? Will they pit for the mediums again to try to commit for the two-stop? Or will they go for hards? They can't go to the softs. That's way too big of a distance to do that. I think this might have helped Tim more than anything, but Jack has definitely been hurt by trying to get any sort of ground on Tim on an attempt for an undercut. Because he was stuck behind those Haas's for quite some time. And because of the safety car, well, he has to stick behind for just a while longer. And there's Tim there on the back of False. And there's Bodod on the back of him. Absolutely now coming in, so he should stay. He will be able to stay ahead, I think, ahead of Tim. Let's see what the tire will be. Soft tires, right? Okay, so this is definitely a two-stop strategy he's doing. Yeah, he'll definitely be well ahead of Tim for sure, but he's not going to make it to the end on those tires. He'll have to go for another stop. Yeah, this definitely helped him, I think, from the way it looks. So let's see what everyone else is doing. Lucy, he is pitted for, looks like soft tires. It is soft tires. False has pitted for soft tires? No, medium tires. Bought out on soft tires. And Dan the Racer on hard tires? Interesting. Lucky with a new front wing. Oh, he must have got damaged somewhere, but anyways, he's on and about, and he's on the medium compound tire. And Reedy has committed to go into the medium compound tire. Alright, so Blocky will obviously have to make another stop. And I think so. Well, actually, let me look at what the tires are. What tire everyone was at beforehand. Who has to make another stop? So from the way it looks, the only ones that have to make another stop is Reedy and Blocky. That's about it. Well, in terms of trying to change compounds. Now the question is, though, what will Tim do in this sort of scenario? Will he stay on the... You could try the one stop, but it's a stretch. It's a big, big stretch from soft to medium. Especially on the pit window he was in. Because let me look at how old those tires are. Yeah, he's got to do about like 19 laps on those tires. And Absolute unit, well, those tires are not going to make it 18 laps, that's for sure. He will not make it to the end. Yeah, he'll have to make another stop. He will, though, be blitzing off the line, but so will Lunacy. Yeah, because he is on those soft tires as well. Now, last time, Absolute Unit was leading a safety car pack was last week, and he spun at the pit lane entry in Mexico. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. He's left the session. Well, so much for that, I guess. Well, hopefully he can get back in. That's quite unfortunate. And I don't think these cars are ghosted either, because ghosting I don't think is on. Yeah, no, you can definitely see ghosting isn't on. Oh boy. Well, we'll see if he can get back into his car before the restart. Oh, there you go, he's back. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, that would have been very unfortunate if he lost out a lot of positions because of his AI. But thankfully, no damage, nothing to see happen to him, so that's obviously good news. I think we should... we have one more lap under the safety car? Or is it going to come in? Well, from the way it looks, nope, we're going on another lap. Okay, then. It's going to be very interesting to see what this pans out. Yeah, we're right now just waiting on Vision and Chich to catch up to the queue. Or will this be a late call? Let's see. They're at the pack now. They're making their way underneath the hotel bridge. Blocky a 5-second penalty for the severe collision with JJ. Yep, it's a late call. Safety car in. So the Aston Martin safety car now comes in late and will peel into the pit lane. Right. Let's see what Absolute does now. Is it a controlled restart? Yes, it is. He does not spin out. So we are back under green flag racing once again. And Vision gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Reedy. This Canted Crab has made up a place on him. And Lunacy getting past Jack very quickly at the exit of turn 3. Through 4. And now they make their way to the hairpin of turn 7. I kind of been mixing up the numbers there a little bit. I keep calling the hairpin turn 6, but it's actually turn 7. I forgot there's a little bit of a kink there at the exit of 3, which is that right-hander. There's like a little left-handed kink there that I keep forgetting. Here comes one of the Red Bulls. That is Bono down the inside of False Equation. He's got the move stick ahead of the Alpine into 6th place. Absolutely in it, trying to pull away, but he hasn't really pulled away that much on Tim. It's only 9/10. I mean, that's still a pretty big margin. But you won't get the grip of the quarters. Yeah, there you go. Now it's about 1.1 seconds. As Chich is now battling Jay for 12. Oh, Jay goes very wide and off the track as well. Reedy gets through. So Jay loses 2 positions in one go through there. And that is him into the, well, that is him actually spinning onto the grass. Not been the greatest restart for the McLaren driver. Now we begin lap 14 of 28. As Absolutely sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:38 flat. And right now has a gap of 1.2 seconds separated between him and Tim. Lunacy, though, is going to close on the... Oh, no! It's Lunacy into the barrier! Oh, man, my big mouth. I was going to say he was closing in. He's not anymore. He's got a broken front wing and breaks one of the braking boards. Oh, well, and all the braking boards are gone. Well, that's not going to be great for anyone that doesn't have racing line. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Lunacy. He looked like he was in a prime position to foul absolute unit. But now he's got a shattered front wing and he'll have to come back into the pits. Very, very unfortunate there. The Alfa Romeo driver. Yeah, that corner has been claiming a lot of victims. Turn 3 or turn 4. Vision, a 5-second penalty for corner. What are you doing that you're getting 5 seconds? That's the second time I've seen that. Because Reedy had a 5-second penalty for corner conning as well. Bottom, meanwhile, is bringing the pressure on Orphan Drop. And he might be in trouble of losing that podium position. DRS is now enabled. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Konas, not Bottom. My bad. I looked at a different Red Bull. Now the two Red Bulls are closing in, though. I know the gap is about 7/10 between Orphan Drop and Conehouse. Both of the Red Bulls get DRS, and Lunacy has officially retired from the session in the pit lane. So very unfortunate there for Lunacy. What could have been maybe a fine drive from him. As Dan the Racer down the inside of Honest Crook. He's going to be swarmed by two Haas's. He's in a Haas sandwich. As they now make their way down the back straight. Blocking, trying to get down the inside. Oh, they made contact! They're both out of the race. Or one of them is out of the race. Honest Crook is out. Safety car has now come out. I think that was more Honest Crook's fault. He shouldn't have squeezed Blocky like that. As JJ is retiring the pits. That was a little bit of a harsh squeeze there from Honest Crook. He didn't need to do that. And as a result, well, Blocky has got a shattered front wing. You know, Honest Crook was just in a bit of a pickle with the Haas's and pretty much just cut Blocky off, and then into the Armco barrier they go. Absolutely, it's coming in. Timmy, what does he do? He's coming in. Soft tires, I think? Yeah. Orphan Drop coming in. So is Konas. Bordon also. Oh, the Red Bulls are double stacking. Fall stays out, though, so he's going to lead the race. Interesting here. Absolutely in onto the medium tire. Orphan Drop, what about him? Medium tires again. Canton Crap also stays out. Reedy stays out, but I think he's got to pit again for another set of compound. Absolutely comes out in fourth. Tim is on a set of mediums as well. Borrowed on a set of softs. Interesting here. Chich, what about him? He is on a set of softs as well. Blocky on a set of soft compound tire. Yeah. Oh, let me look at that again. I have the stream up. I want to say that looked like more of Honest Crook's fault because he definitely squeezed him, I think, while they were down the back straight. Yeah, I'm watching that now. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there was. I looked at it now on my laptop. I don't know if it looked like to me from that angle, the angle I had, it looked like Honest Crook squeezed Blocky into the Armco. Oh, that is so unfortunate though. Blocky is so lucky though that he is not DNF'd. Otherwise, yeah, that crash would have definitely resulted in him out of the race. Well, we'll see if there's a report, we'll see if there's an inquiry for it, but... Goodness me. Drama already here in Abu Dhabi. Reedy's coming in. I think to change on the softs. Absolutely, he's coming in again. Why is he coming in? Oh, did he want to go to the softs? I think he did. No, it's another set of mediums. What? Why did he... what? I'm confused. He's pitted for another set of mediums. He's already used 2 different compounds. He used the mediums, soft, and then mediums. Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna look at the race director. Yeah, he's used 2 different compounds. Well, I thought he just might have had the game screw him over, because I know there's a glitch where the game will, like, let's say you put on the MFT, you change the tire to, like, let's say, I'll give you an example. Like, let's say if you wanted to switch over from a medium tire to, like, a soft tire, I know sometimes the game will, like, screw you over by giving you, like, a hard tire in that sort of sense. But what is going on? Oh, my God! Bucky, what is he doing? 2 5-second penalties for Bodon for a collision with Bucky. What was he doing? Oh, does he got... He's probably got net issues. I know he's been dealing with that lately. Oh, dearie me. But he's got no damage, or at least I don't think he does. No, I don't see anything wrong with his front wing. Well, I'm sure those penalties will get removed. Obviously. Yeah, because those penalties are straight up BS. I'm pretty sure there's a net. I'm pretty sure that's net issue. I know Blocky wouldn't do something like that. There, I've seen what happened. Okay, I'm looking at the Discord conversation now. So, absolutely, it was put on 40% old medium tires, apparently. They have 40% wear to them. Oh, the safety car was in. I'm sorry, I was looking at my laptop while that was happening. Kohaus down the inside of Dan the Racer into the first corner, but he runs wide. Dan the Racer trying to get back at him through turn 2 and now into turn 3. And down towards the chicane we go. Chich trying to get through the field here. Absolutely hit it. Right. Oh, my gosh, that's so close. Chich has passed Botta. Botta's had a shocking restart, I think. Lost it, losing out a little bit there. Here comes Reed down the inside of Absolutely It. Absolutely It just, oh, he backs off completely. Well, that's interesting. Can't do crap on the back of Falls. There's Tim as well, looming behind as well. Can't do crap thought about a move, not close enough. Well, the Haas is trying to get down the inside there of his teammate there. That's Dan the Racer in the inside of Blocky. Blocky's had a really good restart though, up to 7th place at the moment. Tire situation though for the top 2 though. False is on 6-lap old tires, medium tires, and Cantercraft is on 7-lap old tires. So we'll have to see what that pans out for them at the end of the race. I don't think they'll be lasting too long on those tires. Blocky getting past his teammate. Jack gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as Chich runs wide and Botta gets through ahead of the Mercedes into 8th place. They now make their way through turn 3 into turn 4. Cars keeping themselves under control here. Dan the Racer, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Now Now make their way through the back straight. Tim is all over the back of that Ferrari's gearbox. He can literally smell the gearbox oil coming from the back of that car. What does he do here? No, he's not close enough. He doesn't want to. Oh, but Jack runs into the back of him. I don't think he's got damage, but we'll see. I know in this game it doesn't seem, you don't get it visually sometimes. Tim trying to go down the inside of the Ferrari into the turn 11. Side by side. Oh, contact there between the Aston Martin and the Ferrari. Canty Crab has to cut the corners. Jack runs wide there at turn 13 as they make their way now through towards the harbor and onto the hotel complex. Some close action up here at the front, that's for sure. DRS will be enabled by lap 20. As Canty Crab's running a little bit sideways through some of those corners. He is running really loose through some of these corners for sure. DRS is now back to being enabled again. Hopefully we can have a more controlled sort of race this time for the last half of this race. But with those top two on older tires, they will be at a huge disadvantage compared to the guys behind. Canty Crab clipping the apexes there, having a bit of his line compromise. He will have the DRS because of false. DRS now enabled, but he is getting closer. He's got a little bit more straight line speed, I think, than the Ferrari. Here comes Tim down the inside into turn 8, lunges in and gets through only just into second place. Now he has false to deal with. Uses overtake, moves to the left side, gets a little bit squeezed, but he is through into first place. Back to first place goes the Aston Martin of Tim. That's Chish, meanwhile, battling out with Bott on it. He has to cut the corner there. Still side by side as they make their way through turn 14, and now into turns 15 and 16 they go. Round the outside goes the Mercedes. Nicely done there. Before turn 17. Very simple move there from the Mercedes driver, Big Chich. But Jack, he has to get by the... Oh, he's coming into the pits. How's he got... Oh, he must have got damage. Yeah, I think... Blocky's coming in as well. Is this for a new front wing? Yes, it is. It's a new front wing. Same with Jack. Canty Crab's out of the race. He has crashed out of turn 4, and another safety car has been deployed. For the third time in this race, we have another safety car. Canty Crab has crashed out at turn 4, and that's the end of that for the Ferrari driver. These guys right here have been saved. Jack, absolutely, and Blocky. At least get back to the pack again. Because look where they are. They are miles back. So now what does Tim do? Does he pit again for softs? Or does he stay out on medium tires? Falls is probably going to have to come in. He's been on that tire for about 9 laps. I don't think he'll... Well, he can make it. He could make it, but we'll see. We'll see what he does. I'm guessing Jack did have damage after all when he made contact with Tim. Obviously, with this game, you just don't really see it, which is brilliant. Let's see what happens. Tim is... Oh, he psyched him out. He's staying out. And a drive to Valley for Konas. Speed under the safety car. False is coming in. Konas stays out. Boda, though, might be in a prime position, but he's got a penalty looming over his head. Soft tires coming on for False. Vision serving a 5-second time penalty. And onto a soft compound tire, I would assume. There you go. Same with Chich. He's coming out on soft compound tires, and same with Dan the Racer. Oh, how the tables have turned. So Tim has now got both Red Bulls behind him, but one of them's on soft compound tires. This would definitely play in a Bonot's hands, but he's got to pull away if he gets ahead of Tim by about 3 seconds. I think. Let me look at the penalties. No, he's got he's got 10 seconds, that's right. Oh yeah, and then Konas has that drive-through penalty for speeding. Right. But I mean, I'm sure that those penalties will get removed, for sure. Yeah, I did catch a bit of that 3-wide action there, huh, Banana? Just read through some of the comments on the Discord. But yeah, I'm not sure what the steering angles were from that, but it just looked like to me that from that angle, I would say Osquick just squeezed him a little bit too much, and as a result, just clipped Blocky. When into the Armco they went. Of course, we'll see at the end of the race what exactly did happen, but yeah. If I had an onboard shot, maybe that would have given me a more clearer view in terms of what happened. Right, so Tim stayed out. Conehouse has to serve a drive-through penalty. Botta is in third, but he's got 10 seconds worth of time penalties, but I'm sure that will get removed. It was because of the collision with Blocky, but I'm sure that resulted in lag. It wasn't really just Blocky doing that for no reason. I think if it was intentional, though, he would have got damage. Reedy, though, he's in a pretty decent spot, because he's on the soft compound tires as well. Could we see Reedy on the podium for the first time in DBS? We'll have to see here, ladies and gentlemen. Falls can do the same thing. Baldock could, when those 10 seconds get removed. But Konas, though, is definitely going to be on the back foot of that because he has to serve a drive-through penalty. It's going to be probably one climatic finish. Got 11 cars left. We had 17, and we're now down to 11. We have 5 cars retired from this race. Can't Do Crap, Honest Crook, JJ, Lunacy, Lane Abraham, and Prezzo. Actually, I'm sorry, 6 cars that retired. My bad. 6 cars. Well, that's a little bit off today, it seems like. Gonna guess as soon as Vision comes towards the pack, we might have a late safety car call into the pits. Oh, well, there you go. Safety car is in. Although it was a little bit more sooner than the last time. Or was it the 2 safety cars? I can't remember. Anyway, we begin lap 24. Tim will lead the field. Konas behind. Baldot in third. Reedy in fourth. Warm up the medium tires. And away he goes. Goes Tim Hats. Building up a 6/10 second margin to get ahead of the Red Bull. Through turn 2. Now to turn 3. Reedy loses the back end of the car. He has to give way to Dan the Racer there. And falls. He's lost 2 positions in one go after nearly losing the back end of the car. Make that 3 maybe. A forfeit drop could get past as they make their way through the hairpin. Yellow flags. That's Chich. He's into the wall. At the, that's at the hairpin. The entry of the hairpin. And he's been disqualified. You're joking. He's been disqualified for facing the wrong way. That's the second time I've seen that happen here in this league. But K probably had that happen to him in Canada when he got disqualified for facing the wrong way. We're now down to 10 cars. What chaos have we got in store here? Reedy gets a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. That's not going to help his cause. Oh, collision there! Dan the Racer has had a bit of a collision. Some front wing might have came off. I think that might have been absolute unit. It is! He's got a damaged front wing. He's got end plate damage. He has to get back to the pits. Lucky though, right next to Vision as they get through. Oh, that's a bit tight. Yeah, Vision, absolute unit has got front wing damage. He's trying to get into the pits and he can't. Now he can, but he had to go wide. He got a 3-second penalty. Oh, there was contact there between Dan the Racer and Absolute Unit. I'm not sure exactly how, but I'm guessing that they might have not give each other room. Front wing change again, so he'll try to go for the fast lap. Of course, the top 15 will score points, even if they are DNF. From my understanding, Tim is starting to slightly pull away. Potter, though, trying to get through and will obey team orders. Is Conehouse and gets behind Bodard, and Bodard goes to second place. Now he has to go and hunt down that Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Falstow, on much fresher tires, is in line for a podium. He has to, though, get past the 2 Red Bulls if he wants any sort of chance to get to Tim. 2 seconds right now is the gap between the leader and second place. And here comes Jack around the outside. Oh, what a brilliant move by Jack. Making his way around the outside near the hotel complex. Or before it, I should say. Kind of what we saw Chicks do earlier. That was a brilliant move. And there goes Conehouse to serve his drive-through penalty. DRS is now enabled. Oh, that was a brilliant move. Round of applause for that. That was great. 0.8 of a second right now separates between Bodhard and Jack. Tim is pulling away. It's 2.3 seconds. I think those soft tires might be a little bit too old for Bodhard's liking, because he is struggling for pace to even keep up with the Aston Martin. And around the hairpin, we have 3 more laps to go here in Abu Dhabi. Who would have thought this race would bring some drama? Here comes Vision coming onto Reedy down the left side and gets past the Alfa Romeo. Blocky will follow suit and gets past. Oh my gosh, he is lagging like crazy. Oh goodness me. And Jack has gone past Bodard up to second place, so now he has to hunt down Tim very quickly. He's gone quickest in the middle sector. He has to get past Tim and then gain 3 seconds if he wants to claim a win. Or he has to pray that Tim gets a 3-second penalty and get past him on merit. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Right now, Tim is keeping that gap very steady at 2.1 seconds, but slowly dropping down a little bit. Yellow flags there in the third sector. That is Conehouse spinning around at the hotel. No yellow flags, and that's still Conehouse spinning around at the hotel complex. Jack trying now everything he possibly can. He's got 2 more laps to go if he needs to catch the Aston Martin. Absolutely, now sets the fastest lap, 36.4. He will claim that extra point. Absolutely, or Konas getting more yellow flags. Going to the pits, I think he might be calling it quits. Yep, there you go. Tires on the pits. So now we're down to 9. False down the inside of Bodot and into the braking zone, and to 3rd place goes the Alpine. Yeah, Jack is not catching though. He's not catching Tim. He just seems to have the better pace. Bodot coming back and falls down the right side, and he gets past the Alpine back to 3rd. Falls has used up quite a bit of his battery though. Just needs to stay in line with that Red Bull if he wants any sort of chance of passing. I know Bodot will get those penalties removed for sure. So if Falls wants to get a podium, he's got to do it right now for sure. As we now begin the final lap here at Abu Dhabi, lap 28 of 28. 5.5 more kilometers to go here in Abu Dhabi. Tim's still leading by 2 seconds, 2.1 seconds now. But this is a tight battle for 3rd though. False is on the back of Bodot as they make their way through turn 3. Now to turn 4. This is for the final podium places. Reedy gets another penalty. There are multiple warnings to make their way through the chicane. Now into the hairpin. Uses a wide line. And he is all over that Red Bull's gearbox. Will have the DRS to his advantage. Uses the battery. Uses the DRS. Makes contact on the straight. But gets past the Red Bull. And into 3rd place goes False. But will Bodot have an answer though? Down they go, down towards the 2nd DRS straight. False is out of battery though. Bodot will have the DRS. He moves to the left-hand side. False trying to cover it off. He can't. Bodot gets back on the inside line, back to 3rd place. Parks the car in the right position, but runs wide. False is going to try to go around the inside. He cannot. But Bodot somehow manages to hold the car in one piece. Blocky gets contact with Fission. He's out of the race. Oh, that's unfortunate for Block. He was in a fight for a podium place, perhaps. As Tim will cross the line to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, make it win number 4 for the Aston Martin. Jack in 2nd place. Make that 3 podiums now for him. False will get on the podium unofficially. Vision in 4th, Bodot in 5th. Reedy will come home in 6th, and Absolute in 7th place. And Dan the Racer will be in 8th. And there's that stricken car of Blocky. 8 cars left on the grid after 17. Oh my goodness. Well, how about that? 4 wins now for Tim, and closes that gap in the championship much, much closer. It's absolutely in it. What a win, what a race. Bodot getting driver of the day though. From starting at the back of the grid, finishing somewhere in the top 5, but I'm sure those penalties will get removed. But there's the podium celebrations. Tim, win number 4 for him and for Aston Martin. And Jack getting his 2nd podium. Or the 3rd podium, I should say, excuse me. Back-to-back podiums for the Williams driver. False though getting a podium as well, but I think that might be taken away. Might be taken away, but we'll see. But one thing I can say is Tim is your winner. This is the unofficial results here in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Tim wins the race. Orphan Drop in 2nd, False in 3rd, Vision in 4th, Bodot in 5th, Greedy in 6th place, Absolute in 7th, Dan the Racer in 8th, Blocky in 9th, Codehouse in 10th, and Chich in 11th, Kenty Crap in 12th, 13th, 14th, Honest Quick in 13th, JJ in 14th, Lunacy in 15th, Lane in 16th, and Prezzo rounds off the rest. And these guys right here did not finish. From Blocky all the way down to Prezzo. But my goodness, that was something else to see. More drama that we've got in this race. A lot of drama, a lot of incidents that happened, but no, it was very superb. Yeah, that was quite an interesting race to watch. Yeah, so Tim winning his 4th race. So pretty much now he's won. Let me think. He's won Bahrain, Brazil, China. Now wins Abu Dhabi. Hey, he could probably beat, with those first letters, you could beat BBC. Hey, BBC America. Get it? Little puns. Anyway, though, yeah, that was a great race overall, though. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to Jack. Again, his 3rd podium of the season so far, claiming 2nd place, and we'll have to wait and see what the unofficial result be, the official result be for 3rd, but I'm sure that Botthud will most likely get 3rd and claim his very first podium in this series. But yeah, that was a great race. And next week, well, this one is pretty much for the bragging rights of all the Australian drivers, well, and a Kiwi, of course. The next race will be Australia, Melbourne, at Albert Park for the Australian Grand Prix. And also a little bit of news as well in terms of the game. I did hear, if this is true, I did hear that Jeddah will be coming out this week, so keep your eyes open for that. And then also, it'll be goodbye to the white Red Bull livery, unfortunately. I did like that car, but things will be changing very shortly, but we'll see what that track has in store for us as well. Of course, we'll be racing there as well in a couple of months' time. But yeah, next 5 races, like I mentioned, Australia will be the next race to come. Then it'll be Azerbaijan, Britain, and then Imola, and then Spa will be the next 5 races in DBS. But until then, until next week, my name is KD1997, providing the commentary for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like it if you did like this stream, and subscribe to Driven by Speed. And take care and good night.